Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to install Cockpit in CentOS 7. Let me clear my terminal. First of all, you have to give the command yum install Cockpit to install the Cockpit. And the Cockpit is a web-based server manager for your servers, and you can easily access your services just like DHCP, DNS, OpenNMS. All the things can check from this Cockpit. So I'll show you at the end of this video how to use the Cockpit, and I'm giving the yum install Cockpit. So it will start to get the necessary files. At this point you have to give the yes to download the necessary files. If you are getting a trying other mirror error, that means you have no active connection to internet. So I'm going to check it. Activate connection. Yes, I have disabled my net. So I'm going to enable the net and going back to terminal, and I'm trying to ping to Google so I can get clear idea that I have a connection. Yes, you can see successfully pinging, so it means that I have an active connection. Again, I'm giving the command yum install Cockpit. I'm giving yes, and it will start to download the necessary files. Okay, this complete window means that you have successfully installed the Cockpit in your CentOS 7. So I'm going to start the Cockpit service using systemctl start Cockpit. At this point, if you are getting any error, that means you can't start the Cockpit. You have to check whether why that error you are getting. So after that, I'm going to enable this Cockpit to start at the server reboot or system startup. So do that. I'm giving systemctl enable Cockpit socket. This will enable this Cockpit at the server startup. Sorry, there is error. Systemctl. You can see that create a symlink from that message. That means you have enabled this Cockpit at the startup. So after that, I'm going to add this Cockpit service to our firewall. So you have to add this to the firewall because you can't access it from another client, because I'm here using a Fedora as my client. So I need to access this Cockpit UI from that client. So I'm going to enable I'm going to add this to firewall. So do that. You have to give the command firewall -cmd. I'm going to add this as a permanent, so I'm going to give the permanent keyword and the service. That's what I'm going to add. To give that, add add service equal Cockpit and hit enter. That success means you have successfully add this Cockpit service to your firewall permanently. After this, you have to reload the firewall, because after adding the service or port, you have to reload the firewall to apply those changes. So I'm going to reload the firewall -cmd reload. Success. You have successfully reloaded the firewall. So I'm going to again start the Cockpit systemctl start Cockpit, and I'm going to check the status, giving the command systemctl status Cockpit. you can see it is currently actively running. So I'm going to check now. Okay, I have turned on my VMnet. I'm going to access this cockpit from my Fedora client. I'm logging as admin. After that, I'm going to start Firefox to access the web. Okay, I'm going to give the server IP 10.0.1.10.0.1.2 and the port number for the cockpit is 9090. Okay, you will get this warning, accept the certificate, and you will load into your UI. So here I'm going to give the user name as the root and password for the root. That I'm going to log into the server mlbd7 centos.dsnm. I'm going to I'll show you what is my host name in my CentOS. You can clearly see that mlb-dc1-centos7.dsnm is my host name. So you can see same as here. I'm going to log in. Click log. It will take time and load into this UI. That means you have successfully accessed the web UI for your cockpit. Here you can check all the services, accounts. You can see if I want to add a new account, you can manage it from here, because I'm using minimal, that means terminal for the CentOS, but if you want a web access or GUI, you can do it using cockpit. So you can see I have already installed DHCP services and OpenNMS. I'll show you. Here you can see all the details for DHCP, and I'm going to show the OpenNMS. Let me search. Yes, yeah, you can see you can stop or restart any service from here using this web UI, and that's enough. And this is the end of the video for today. So thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel and share the video and give me a like. If you need to know any question, or if you have any question, you can ask from the comment section and I'll reply to that. Thank you.